Alright, just kind of a quick little review of my bike. I've had a couple people still have asked me why I traded my Versa 650 for this, and to that I'll just say another time that no real reason. There really wasn't anything wrong with the Versus. I really liked it. I do like that the Yamaha has more power and slightly less weight because it's an aluminum frame versus a steel frame. I think that's why the weight is less, but it's definitely way more power, and it's kind of about the same, about the same type of bike. Now, I just thought I'd just go over a couple of things here. I've had the bike since September, and I've changed a few things. Not really any modifications to speak of, but I did learn fairly quickly that the stock windshield just really wasn't to my liking. I've got a lot of wind buffeting, a lot of vibration. It actually buffeted my helmet. No matter where I adjusted it, it would kind of shake my helmet, my head just enough that it would sometimes it would even blur my vision, and it would just give me a headache. So the V-Stream, I forget I'll post it up. It's the V-Stream. National Cycle makes it. It's very nice windshield, and for the money, I was pretty happy with it. I like that it's polycarbonate. So on their website, they show them hitting them with a hammer and shooting them and everything else, and they just don't break. And this one, the optical quality has been really good. I've been pretty happy with it. The sliders, I actually used the sliders within the first week of having it. I kind of laid it over in the gravel on White Spar Road going up to Prescott, and so I laid it on this side, and the sliders really work really well. Speaking of laying it down, a few days ago I was going out on some errands, and just pulled out and realized that I left my helmet in the garage, and so I just closed the garage. And meanwhile, I had probably about 4 or 5 different errands that were on my mind. So got off the bike and neglected to get the side stand down all the way, and the bike just fell over. It didn't really fall over very hard, but I did get just a little bit of a scrape. You really can't even see it. A scrape on the side bag, and another little bit of a scratch on the handguard. But the handguard's held up. They're really good aluminum, and obviously the sliders are definitely a worthwhile thing. That's something, if you're going to have a motorcycle, you just got to have it, because sooner or later, accidents are going to happen. And that's exactly what they're really made for. So it really worked very well. I noticed when it was down, it didn't even touch the turn signal. Turn signal was still up in the air because it was just riding on the slider. And it didn't even touch the front sliders or nothing. Like I say, it didn't fall over very hard. It just tipped, and luckily only one passing FedEx delivery guy happened to see me, asked me if I was okay, and obviously I was. No injuries. Everybody sets their bikes up a little bit differently. I've had the Alaskan Leathers seat cover. It's sheepskin, and this one is sized for the bike. You can find them right on the website. It actually came from Anchorage, Alaska, and I've been really happy with it. It's not padded, it's just leather, but it's got just enough softness that I think I can get a few more miles between breaks this way. And they're waterproof. If they get wet, you just dry it any way you dry it. Just don't want to throw it in a heated dryer, so it attaches really well. I've seen a few other riders, adventure riders, have them, and so far so good. I've been really happy with it. Uh, my latest edition here, for a long time, I was having a real problem with keeping my phone um, charged. And, on my previous bike, I had a Garmin GPS, in which I still have it, but I like being able to just use one device for my music, my navigation, everything, communication, everything all in one device. It's just cleaner, easier, less stuff, less clutter. Um, but the problem that I was always having was that when I'm running everything, no matter what charger I had, seems like my battery would just constantly go down and down and down and down, even when it shows that it's charging. So I kind of went out and I was buying cheap ones, but so that I got this one from Blue Sea. I actually found it on Amazon, and it's just adapter. It's got a little bit higher voltage amperage, so it's a 4.8 total, so 2.4 amps. And I've had some USB plugs, some adapters that were supposedly the same amperage, but obviously they weren't. So this one seems to work really well. It actually charges the phone while running all the applications I want to run. So so far so good. I've only had it since this past weekend, and I'm really happy with it. Nothing else really special here. I do like the cramp buster and mirror extensions. I had to have that. That just something I just had to have. This little button here goes to my DVR system. I have a camera, the Inov K1. It's made for motorcycle. There's a rear camera. I don't know if the and these will record 1080p, but I have them set for 720, which seems to be just fine. And the other one is right down here. I have also upgraded my horns. I have a dual horn set up, high and a low, so they seem to harmonize a little bit better, and a little bit you can hear it somewhat better. When I first laid the bike down back in October, I broke I broke both of my handguards, so I got the bark busters. And man, I probably would have replaced the original ones anyways, because I just didn't really like the looks of them. The bark busters are like worlds way better quality. I've been really happy with them. Another little mod here that I just wanted to kind of mention. Not really a mod. I was just wanting to have some sort of extra reflector on the back, because I have all this big area of black. My last bike was half white, so that the top half of the cases were white, and this is just all black. So what I've done, I put some this is black reflector tape, and I'll put a photo in there. It's just black reflector tape. I actually got the idea from another motovlogger. It's a Two Wheel Obsession, and he actually did it on his Yamaha, and in his video he'll actually cite a source. This reflector tape, I got like a small roll of it from years ago, back when I was in the Air Force. I think that's where I got it from. I don't really recall. It was a really long time ago. I'm surprised that it actually still sticks. But it's 3M product, really good stuff. So it just gives me just a little bit more, and then I don't have any other, because I don't really like bumper stickers or too much like that. So I was kind of thinking of getting a reflective American flag and maybe something else, but I like this a lot better. It's just a lot cleaner look. But like I say, Two Wheel Obsession has it. Go check out his video. He actually cites the source where he got it. He got it cut to size, and mine I had to measure and cut, and that's pretty much it. The bike's been really good. I've got about 3,000 miles on it. The tire seems to be holding up really well. On my Versus, by the time I got 3,000 miles, I had a severe flat spot right in the center. This one is, yeah, this, you can see that it's starting to wear, but I mean it's still nice and round. You know, the other one, I could feel it. I could feel the ridge. The original Dunlop tires on that bike just didn't really hold up. This one, since the tire's a little bit bigger, maybe that's why it's holding up better. I don't know. But the thing I like most about this bike is the sound of it. You know, especially when I get it in gear and get moving. It's the triples just from the first time I sat on it, I just pretty much just fell in love. And no, I'm not changing my exhaust. I'm just going to stay with the stock exhaust for now. You know, that may change at some point, but as of today, I'm leaving it like it is. That's the thing I really like most about it. It really has a lot more power than my Versys ever did. And I think that was really the only reason I changed it. I mean, do I need the power all the time? No, certainly I don't. Just for everyday riding, you really don't need it. I always thought that it's better to have it and not need it than otherwise. Since it's wintertime, I've kind of refrained from going up in the mountains because there's just too much. The roads get a little bit dangerous. Your tires get kind of cold. And I don't know if you saw the video. There's it's Agent Cox 000. He's a local here also, and he had a mishap on his bike, and it looked like he hit some black ice. And so I'm just stay out of the mountains for the winter time. All right, well, if I don't do another video before Christmas, I wish everybody a great Christmas and a fantastic New Year. Stay safe out there. See you next time.